If you want to climb in League of Legends, you have to know how slow pushing works. And in this video, I'm going to be covering everything that you need to know about slow pushing. Now, especially when it comes to competitive play, most plays are done through slow pushing. Everything from turret dives to setting up cheater recalls to even getting support timers off. All of these things are done through the concept of slow pushing. In a previous video, I have described how to set up a slow push. Now you have 2-wave slow pushes and you also have 3-wave slow pushes. You also have 4-wave slow pushes. However, in this video, we are going to be talking mostly about the 2-wave slow push and the 3-wave slow push. These are some of the main reasons why you would slow push a wave. Now, the first reason is to set up for a dive. For example, if you look at this clip here, you see that the enemies are still level 1. There was a slow push in the mid lane, which has allowed Faker to roam down. And there was also a slow push in bot lane. And this is the reason why they were able to set up this dive through slow pushing waves. Now, it is important to note that this concept is not just competitive. It's very important in solo queue. I'm simply using competitive as an example. For example, here again, they slow push the wave another time and they're able to dive a second time. Now, this just shows you how important it is to understand how to set up slow pushes. Not only will the enemy lose a lot of CS because of the slow pushed wave, but the wave ends up bouncing back into you, which is a concept that we will go over in our next video, which is the concept of waves bouncing back into you. The next use of slow pushing waves is setting up for objectives. When it comes to setting up objectives, it's very simple. If the jungler is around Drake and bot lane gets a slow push, you can usually start Dragon, as long as mid lane can join as well if needed. The reason why is because now the enemy bot lane is stuck under turret, having to clear this really big wave that has been slow pushed onto them, which gives this team enough time to just take Drake. You will notice a lot of the time in competitive that dragons, especially pre 10 minutes, whenever a Drake is taken, a slow push has happened in the bot lane. So for example here, JDG slow pushes bot lane, they crash in the wave, and because they crash in the wave and the enemy bot lane is stuck under turret, they are able to get this dragon for free without any response from the enemy team. Now, bouncing back waves is a concept that I will be going over in another video, since it is a concept that I do want to talk about in length. So we're going to talk about taking plates. Taking plates is very important, especially when you're playing champions like K. Taking plates / poking the opponent is another purpose of slow pushing, and is probably one of the most commonly used ones, where you just slow push the wave and poke the opponent as much as possible. Now, in terms of cheater recalls, this is also another concept we will be going over in our next videos. So we're going to go to our final main reason why you slow push a wave, which is to roam. Now, roaming could be ganking other lanes, which is very, common in solo queue, and it could also be simply going to river, helping your jungler with scuttle, and it could be also invading the enemy jungler with your jungler in a coordinated way. Now, it really depends on the game and the context. The most common one obviously is to gank, and like I said, the most common form, and I think the most useful form, is roaming and ganking other lanes. This is probably the most useful thing in solo queue, since invading jungle in solo queue is not very consistent. Your jungler might not listen to you, and playing for plates usually ends up with you getting ganked. So the one that I would recommend the most is roaming. Now, I'm going to give you guys a very quick tip about roaming. I will make an entire video specified when it comes to roaming. However, the best tip I would give is, when you slow push a wave in mid lane and you're going to go for a roam, always go halfway. See if the enemy bot lane changes in the way that they play or not. If they suddenly are playing very backwards and you see that there's no angle, go back mid lane and make it in time for the wave. Do not commit to where you're just sitting in a bush and just waiting for something to happen, and now you're losing plates and waves in mid lane or any other lane. So thank you guys for watching. I will be posting my next video. My next video is going to be about how to bounce waves back into you and how to use that to your advantage. What should you do when a wave is bouncing back into you? And it will also be on the concept of cheater recalls. So I hope that you guys enjoyed. I hope that this was useful. Guys, please do comment what types of videos you guys want to see next. I read every single comment, and I will take your feedback into consideration. If you tell me that you want to see a video on, I don't know, it could be literally anything related to League of Legends, I will make it eventually in the near future. So thank you guys for watching. Please let me know what I can be doing better within my videos, and I'll see you guys.